so far, yung partial unofficial results po ng nangungunang senador sa atin sa naganap na halalan po kahapon. Ano na, ikaw na muna magano, yung pagpasok, maraming nagulat na so far number 2 si Bam Aquino, si Kiko Pangilinan also pasok sa top 12. Reaction natin na tila yung lumalabas sa partial unofficial results hiwalay, iba doon sa mga results ng survey. Dr. Guido.
Yeah, actually, iba siya doon sa mga results ng and I'm not even talking about yung survey ng Octa Research. I'm talking about most surveys in general. Yung mga lumabas, naglabas din naman yung mga ibang organizations. And ako, sinabi ko nga, I even take the weighted mean ng mga iba-ibang surveys to come up with the list. Pero sa Octa Research, to be fair, pasok sa sabi ka naman, dikit-dikit yung laban from number 9 to But it turns out, not just number 9 to 20, but number 6 to 20 because nalaglag yung mga ibang mas mataas sa survey.
Correct.
And then yung ibang mas mababa sa survey nakapasok. Pero lahat sila, sinabi ko naman, they have a fair chance of winning. Even yung mga number 20. And that includes, sinabi ko, yung tumataas si Congressman Dante Marcoleta. We saw that sa survey na may upward trend siya. And then si former Senators Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan, nasa margin of error naman sila. Actually, si Bam Aquino number 12. But did we project the number 2 sila? No. We have to be honest with that. In the same way sa 2022, we did not expect na mag-number 1 si Romy Padilla. Pero there are things naman na talagang you don't expect that could happen kasi yung surveys they were conducted 3 weeks before election. So may na-mention ko ito yesterday na meron mga 20% who decide on the day of the election. May mga 20% who decide 1 week before the election. And then may mga endorsements na nangyari just a few days before the election. May mga pasabog. So these can affect the outcome. And because of these endorsements, suddenly, yung mga voters, they will choose certain candidates. Tapos yung iba, baka they decide not to vote them anymore. Ang isang, aside from the results, ang isang napansin natin na Ali and Pat, na yung mga na-mention natin, mga celebrities, nawala sila. Bigla. I mean, ang natira na lang is
Lito
the
Lapid.
incumbent senator Lito Lapid, yes, at number 11. Pero the other celebrities are nawala or yung mga known personalities.
Sina
Si
Bong
Bong
Revilla
Revilla,
nasa
at saka Manny
14th.
Pacquiao, at saka si Ben Tulfo.
Manny Pacquiao is at 18th so far, no? At saka si Ipe 19th. Yun yung mga yung mga artista.
And especially si
kilala.
Willie Revillame. He's figuring even much lower, nasa 22 yata siya. So whereas sa survey namin, it was now outside the top 12 directly. Pero within the margin of error siya. Pero ayun nga, and even si independent candidate Ben Tulfo, he's at number 30 now. There's a chance he could make it, pero there's a chance he won't.
That was what I was going to ask nga, Dr. Guido, na parang initially, correct me if I'm wrong, the top 6 were always parang they were saying, safe na yan, hindi na yan talaga mawawala. And if I remember correctly, Bong Revilla and Ben Tulfo were always there in the top 6. Now, all of a sudden, they're outside the magic 12. Aside from the reasons that you pointed out, what do you think also contributed to this? Because they're celebrities, they're artistas, kaya parang nag-iba ang ihip, or because yung youth, na yesterday I remember I asked you, because yung mga Gen Zers, they comprise the majority of the voters, yung ayaw na nila sa mga traditional po ng mga politiko. Ano pa mga nakikita mong rason? Kasi akala ko safe na si Bong Revilla at saka si Ben Tulfo Kasi they were always consistent in all surveys.
Well, when I aggregated the top 5 or top 6 using the all the surveys na yung credible, the aggregate showed number 1 si Senator Bongo. So okay naman. It went number 1 siya. And sinabi ko, I have a high level of confidence or malaking probability na yung top 5 or top 6 dito sa aggregates will make it. And I'm not sure if I mentioned yung aggregated top 5 or top 6 yesterday. Sometimes I don't deliberately mention that kasi baka sabi nila, oh, parang nagpe-predict ako or nagma-mind condition. But the top 5 was actually si Senator Bongo, si Congressman Erwin Tulfo, consistently, and then si Senator Bato de la Rosa. So lahat sila pasok, diba, so far. And then si former Senator Tito Soto, who's also in, and si Senator Pia Cayetano. So it actually was true na yung top 5 are still there. Nag-iba lang yung configurations in yung rankings nila. Yung pang 6 do sa averages na tinitingnan ko, si Ben Tulfo. But he's not, he's number 13. And to be fair, si Bong Revilla, he's number 14. So, as I mentioned before, in a tight race, meron talagang, dikit-dikit talaga yung laban. So, there will be some people who will just be, mai-ease out lang talaga. Like sa musical chairs, there will just be people left standing. Even if mabilis silang umupo, pero may mas mabilis pala sa kanila. So, I think, to add to the discussion, the Filipino people have spoken. And sometimes we underestimate sabi natin. But ganyan, puro, celebrities, puro mga name brands. But, they have chosen a group of people na medyo diverse. We have
552.
5 admin candidates, 5
PDP laban, and then 2
PDP
opposition.
laban or endorsed, and 2 almost forgotten na akala natin kinalimutan na ng mga taong bayan, but hindi pala. They're still fresh in their memory. So the public is saying, firstly, we want changes. And we want na tutukan ito mga issues, yung nabanggit natin, mga issues related to, food security, health, poverty. Kaya kinuha yung napili, mostly mga talaga may experience in government
That was what I was going to say. Yung top 12 natin, pawang merong legislative experience na, no? Either re-electionist senator or coming from the lower house, no, na ito si party list sina Erwin Tulfo, ACT-CIS, at si Kong Barcoleta, no, ng Sagip party list. Si Camille Villar, 10th place so far as congresswoman naman, di ba? So lahat ng top 12 nakikita natin merong legislative experience. Sa mga neophyte, parang si Ben Tulfo lamang, no, in 13th. Tapos si Abby Binay at saka si Benhur Abalos coming from the executive department naman. So, looking at this partial unofficial survey results, ano sa tingin mo? Talagang yung prior experience came into play, no? Hindi tinignan yung yung talagang sinasabi natin, di ba? Tignan ninyo yung yung track record, kung ano na yung nagawa, kung nag-ambag na ba yan. So that came into play? Professor Guido?
And apparently, yung maraming discussions na ganyan, and apparently the public is listening, and may mga discussions about political dynasties, and maybe that's the reason why some of them were thinking about voting for 2 Tulfos, and suddenly they just again we'll just vote for one Tulfo in this crowded election race. So those are all possibilities, but I think the biggest statement here by the public is they want changes. They want the government to fix our problems, and they think na a more balanced Senate lineup will help in this. Kasi di ba, it's true naman kung masyadong one-sided yung Senate, kung puro kung walang opposition. Yes, then it's just become an echo chamber. So the public is cognizant of these things naman. We have to give the Filipinos credit.